Hello everyone, welcome to our function tables and equations lesson. This is a pretty quick lesson because we have reviewed this before and it was a pretty short lesson for us, so we're going to get right to it. So going into this lesson, this was pretty much a just an evaluation of rules of functions, knowing what a variable is and just plugging it back into the equation. So knowing if x is 3 for a function, well, for this specific rule, the rule here is y equals 2x plus 5, knowing that x is 3. So if we know that x is 3, we plug x back into the equation. So y equals 2 times 3 plus 5. So what is y? What is y when we know that the function of x is 3? So y is 6 plus 5 and y is 11 when the function of x is 3. Okay? Now, when we know that the function of x is 5 here in this rule, we know that y is 20 minus 1, which y is 19. Once again, this functions as equations is pretty simple. Y could also be written as f of x, in which we did focus on this part when we left school. And y is also known as f of x. And you will see this written as f of 3, okay? So don't forget that. If you were to see that into the practice, that's what that means as well. Okay. Kieran was running around the track. The graph shows the time t he took to run various distances d. The table shows his time in seconds after every 3 meters. So we have a table and the graph of the table, okay? We have the graph of the table of the graph. So when we are comparing the two, the table and the graph are of each other, okay? So we should be able to use both of these to answer those questions to the right. So how long did it take Kieran to run 6 meters? So looking at the table, here it says the distance is 6 and the time is 2 seconds. And if we go back referring to the graph, we know that 6 meters is here and 2 seconds is here. So we know that it took him 2 seconds. How far had he gone after 6 seconds? So now we're looking at the 6 seconds. So 6 seconds, and we have 18 meters. And here we have 6 seconds and 18 meters. So we know that he ran 18 meters. And I'm going to abbreviate. Estimate when he had run 19.5. Now, when it says estimate, we know for sure that 19.5 meters may not be on our table. So we're going to definitely for sure have to use our graph for this one. So 19.5 is somewhere in between 18 and 21. So we're going to estimate that 19.5 maybe somewhere in here. So we're going to be like 19.5 is somewhere right here. So we'll say about 6.5 seconds. Okay, and it's an estimate, an educated guess. We're not going to go off the wall and say 7.5 because we know then we done went over. But it's in between the 6 and the 7, okay? Well, yeah, something like that. Okay, and then estimate how far he ran in 4 seconds. So here goes our 4. So here we go. So in 4 seconds, our line is a little crooked. We'll say he ran about 12.5, and it's an estimate about 12.5 meters. Now, is Kieran's time a function of the distance he has run? Now, is his time a function? Now, I say, now what do you say? I know a function for every input there, for every one input, there must be one output. And it must be a line. And if I do the pencil method on a graph, if I do the pencil method, I know it's a function. So to me, it's a function. I could do the vertical line test. It's a function. So to me, it's a function. I can explain it by doing a vertical line test. I can explain it by saying, okay, I can explain it. So you have to be able to explain it using what you know about function, input, output, vertical line test. So put to knowledge everything you learned from the previous lessons to explain your reasoning, okay? So with that being said, after you complete this, there's a practice, and the practice will once again compare graphs, tables, and equations. If you have any questions, please attend my Zooms at 10:30 and 1:30. The times have changed. I have removed the 6:30 Zoom. If you do need me at that time, please email me. I do not mind getting back on at 6:30 for those of you who do need me. I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing your progress. Please stay safe, stay in the house, wash your hands. And I look forward to seeing all the things that you do during this fourth market period, and do all your assignments and complete all your work. And have a good weekend, and see you later.